If you're planning on walking the Camino de Santiago, the chances are you're considering the Camino Frances. It's a really popular choice among pilgrims, with almost half of the almost 500,000 pilgrims who completed a Camino in 2023 opting for this route. Out of those who did complete the Camino Frances, 32,000 of them started in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, a beautiful medieval town in the French Pyrenees. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth do all these pilgrims even get there? Well, fear not, because I'm here to help you out. My name's Kate, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing some ways for international pilgrims arriving in France or Spain by plane to get to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port using public transport. Specifically, I'll cover Barcelona, Madrid, Paris, and Biarritz. If you arrived in Saint-Jean through a different route, please feel free to share your tips in the comments below to help other pilgrims planning their trip. Number 1. I flew to Barcelona with my family, and before starting the Camino, we decided to spend a few extra nights exploring the city, which I'm really glad we did, as there was so much to see. We then took the Renfe train from Barcelona to Pamplona. Pre-booking this train is essential, and you also need to give yourself enough time to get through security at Barcelona train station before boarding the train. Although the train arrived too late in Pamplona to catch the daily bus to Saint-Jean, this didn't bother us. We used that extra time to explore Pamplona, and then we spent the night in an albergue in the cathedral square. The following morning, we walked over to the bus station. We already had our tickets pre-booked, which I did using the Omio app. You can also book directly with ALSA, the bus company. But just note, there weren't any open ticket offices at the bus station for this particular bus company, which covers the route to Saint-Jean. So again, it was crucial for us to book online. We joined the line of pilgrims waiting for the bus, and then we embarked on a scenic 90-minute journey across the Pyrenees. Along the way, we even caught a glimpse of the Camino markers, marked by those iconic yellow arrows and shell signs, which was really exciting. Number 2. A common arrival point is Madrid. It's totally up to you whether you want to take a city break before heading to the Camino starting point. But from Madrid, you've got a few options. You could take an internal flight to Pamplona and from there catch the ALSA bus or taxi to Saint-Jean. Alternatively, you can pre-book a Renfe train to Zaragoza and then change trains to get to Pamplona. You could also take a bus or train to San Sebastian, but keep in mind you'll need to arrange further bus and train connections to reach Bion in France before finally taking the train to Saint-Jean. And honestly, this option sounds a little bit more complicated to me. Number 3, Paris. From here, you've got a couple of relatively easy choices. Firstly, you can take an internal flight to Biarritz and then the train to Saint-Jean. The second option is to hop on the TGV high-speed train to Bion, which takes about 4 hours. And then from Bion, you can take a second train to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. However, if you are on a tighter budget and you don't mind an 11-hour bus journey, there is a direct Flix bus from Paris to Bion. Number 4. All right, let's talk about Biarritz. From the airport, you've got regular buses, which you can take to Bion, or of course a taxi. And then once you're in Bion, you can take one of the 5 daily trains to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. Some really helpful websites and apps to assist you with travel around Europe include Rome to Rio, Omio, Renfe, and Flix. And if you're in the process of deciding what to take with you in your backpack for the Camino, do check out this video on tips on what to take for your Camino in 2024.